Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about, there's the camera, Clary Sage Essential Oil. Clary Sage has become one of my favorite essential oils. I first discovered it because I was looking for something to help during that time of the month for my cramps. And Clary Sage was the first thing that came up, and it's actually used for a variety of things, balancing women hormones, and especially at that time of the month can help with those menstrual cramps, but many other uses that Clary Sage has and other benefits that I want to go over today. And I want to kind of just briefly tell you about how I love Clary Sage and how I use it and how you can use it too. So I'm going to go through the article that I have on madewithoils.com and give you guys kind of an overview, but just know there's so much more information on that article where you can find different recipes, you can find even more benefits and uses that I'm going to give you in this video. So I'll link that in the description below if you want to check it out. But Clary Sage. So the Clary Sage plant itself actually looks similar to the sage, just regular sage plant. Clary Sage has flowers that bud on it, and it actually grows a lot larger than just a normal sage plant. And the essential oil itself is harvested from those flowers. So steam distilled comes from those flowers. And just some of the amazing ways to use Clary Sage essential oil is number one, obviously aromatherapy. So Clary Sage, about 4 to 5 drops in your diffuser, home diffuser before bedtime is amazing. I love this oil for bedtime. It's kid safe, so I can use it around my 2-year-old, and it's a really calming, relaxing, soothing essential oil. So to the, even just the, not just the emotions, but even to the skin, it's very soothing. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I like to use it in the bath for that reason too, because it is so calming, relaxing, and it just relieves personally a lot of the stress when I use it that way, either diffusing or in the bath. So as a natural sleep aid. And then I also use it sometimes in my household cleaner. So I'll mix, I have the recipe written down for you guys, a 1/2 cup of water and a 1/2 cup of white vinegar. Sometimes I will put a little more water than that. I'd say like a cup of water to a 1/2 cup, even a 1/4 cup of vinegar, whatever you guys decide that you like. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. You can do equal parts, you can do more water than vinegar, as long as it fills up a 16-ounce spray bottle. And then I drop in a 16-ounce spray bottle, I drop about 30 drops of, if it's a combination of essential oils, sometimes I'll just use straight up Clary Sage, sometimes I'll use it with other essential oils, and I'll spray that on my counters, so it's great at disinfecting. It's also great for natural hair care, so if you drop 2 to 4 drops into your shampoo before actually lathering it into your hair, it's great at controlling oily hair or scalp if you have problems with oily scalp, and just refreshes and kind of rejuvenates, like makes my hair and my scalp just feel clean and fresh, and it smells amazing. It's also may help with preventing hair loss. So rosemary is a big one with preventing hair loss, and so is Clary Sage. Also great at skincare for its cleansing properties. So if you have acne prone skin, you can use this with an oil like a jojoba or almond oil and use this on the skin. It's great at just cleansing and soothing if you do have sensitive skin. I have really sensitive skin, so I have to watch at which oils I use on my skin, and Clary Sage is one that my skin likes. So you can use it for a massage oil inside of a massage oil because it's so soothing, and then a lot of people use Clary Sage in natural perfume. And then I have a recipe for that for you guys on the article as well. So those are just some of the different ways that you can use Clary Sage, some of the amazing benefits that Clary Sage has. I'll give you just a few, but just know there's so many more than what I'm listing here, and then I have more on that article too. But number one for me personally is like I said, what I discovered it for is relieving menstrual discomfort. So I have period cramps like crazy that just, it happens. And I use Clary Sage with some coconut oil, and I'll rub it right on the area on my lower abdomen during that time of the month to help relieve that pain. And for me, it's significant. I use that and a heating pad, and it really, really helps me. It has antifungal properties, and again, great at cleaning. So you can use this in your bathroom, you can use it in your kitchen, anywhere that you need clean. This is an antifungal, so you can use that there. You can also use it as an antifungal if you have something going on your skin too, so know that. And then it has anti-anxiety, obviously, antidepressant properties, so it's very, very calming, soothing. There's studies that actually show these properties and show these benefits of Clary Sage, and I have those cited in that article, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. And it also can promote wound healing. So lavender is a big one that I use whenever we get cuts or scrapes. I have a 2-year-old son, so it happens a lot. And Clary Sage is my next go-to next to lavender for wound healing. So burns, cuts, scrapes, scratches, things like that. Clary Sage is great at promoting healing of those. So another benefit that Clary Sage has and is known for is helping with blood pressure and circulation. So it can boost your circulation, it can help lower blood pressure. I have a little bit of that information in the article, some studies you guys can look at for that. Again, hormones, regulating, balancing hormones. It's great for that time of the month, or if you are just feeling kind of blah and you just don't know what's going on. It's a very calming but uplifting. I find that it just kind of balancing, I guess you could say. That's the word I'm looking for. It kind of just balances me out if I'm feeling super angry. Even if it's not that time of the month, I will use Clary Sage to kind of balance me out. The menstrual pain, obviously we've talked about that a lot, and the good night's sleep. So a lot of different ways that you can use Clary Sage essential oil. There's even some studies that suggest that it could be great for halting cancer cell growth. So I have those studies linked as well if you guys want to look into it. Preventing acne, other skin problems. Actually, too, another one is improving digestion. So can use it orally if you choose. I always, whenever you're ingesting an essential oil, recommend that you do it under the supervision of a functional medicine doctor or another doctor, or a aromatherapist, someone who is certified in essential oils and knows what you're doing, and kind of can teach you why you're doing it. I would never suggest ingesting essential oils just to do it, or as like preventative measures. I would never suggest that. You obviously have your own opinion, your own choice to do whatever it is that you feel is best for your body, but just me personally, I do not. So I have a labor and delivery rollerball recipe on the article. I have some other recipes for you guys to look into and to have for Clary Sage. And then I also listed just some safety and cautions to take when using Clary Sage, because safety when using essential oils, in my opinion, is one of the most important things. So check that article out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you use Clary Sage and you like it, or if you have Clary Sage and you don't know how to use it, hopefully this helped. But let me know how you like Clary Sage, if you've used it before, and if you have any questions. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya!